In Governor Haslam's first month on the job, his administration has hit the ground running, looking for ways to make government more efficient and more effective. During a Tennessee Press Association event on February 10th in Nashville, the governor summarized his ideas for education reform and provided a blueprint for connecting campuses to high-quality jobs through private and public partnership.
We have the resources in place to connect our high schools, the technical centers that we have, the community colleges, and our four-year schools with businesses across the state to tighten that link there to encourage job growth. Number one, get the very best people in the position, and then number two, free them up to do their job. As you know, I was in the retail business before that, and we quickly found out that was the two keys. One, get a great manager on site. Number two, let him or her do their job and not be totally bogged down with the things that we gave them to do from the central office. I think the exact same thing is true in education. Everybody in this room, if we broke up and said, I'm going to send everybody here to a different public school that's within 10 miles, and I'm going to ask you to be back here in 1 hour. I guarantee you in 1 hour you could come back and tell me if the principal of that school was a good principal and if the teacher whose class you visited was a good teacher. When tenure happens after 3 years in 1 day, and about 96 or 97% of the people who get to 3 years in 1 day get tenure, we don't believe it's meaningful. We think that has to be addressed. We think also charter schools are a big piece of that. We're convinced that taking the cap off and allowing charter schools operators to be part of the solution in some of our most difficult schools can make a big difference, and we will be pursuing legislation to do that. Beyond everything else, what people are concerned about are jobs. And our mission should be to make Tennessee, like I said, the most attractive location. So in doing that, we need to do the things that we can to make that happen. Now, I want to be really clear. A lot of people ask me every day, when are you all going to present your jobs package to the legislature? I don't think that we're going to solve Tennessee's employment issues with legislation. I just don't. At the end of the day, I think there's some things we can do to help, but that's not going to be the key ingredient. We're going to solve it a lot of other ways, and we will have some legislation, which I'll talk about here in a minute, but it will not be a huge, thick jobs packet because I don't think that's how jobs are created. I think they can be created, though, by looking at the different rules and regulations that are put in place by government that sometimes make it difficult to do business, and oftentimes encourage businesses to go somewhere else besides Tennessee.
Over the course of this year, the governor will travel to several parts of the state to discuss the job market challenges and resources in each region. In January, the Department of Economic and Community Development hosted a roundtable discussion about jobs in Memphis. Last week, we traveled to Chattanooga for more insight as we search for solutions to bring more jobs to the volunteer state with another roundtable event. And we'll have more on those efforts as we continue to share with you the direction for your Tennessee government.